Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out another type of mini handheld, which is the model number A30 from our good friends from China, Powkiddy. So this unit itself, I really liked it when I seen it. I'm hoping that it has a decent level of gameplay. I hope it has a decent level of build quality, because as you can see, it reminds me of the GBA. It just looks cool. It has, it just has that memorabilia of childhood, growing up, playing lots of GBA games. Absolutely incredible. So let's do an absolute quick unboxing. I know nobody wants to see it, but hey ho, let's chuck it in for good measures. Okay, so I went with, there's different colours. There's black, there's yellow, and there's also this transparent red. As you can see, I really like it. I used to love when ETA Prime with his atomic purple. Absolutely lovely, great colours with transparency, seeing all the components inside, and it makes it look really nice in my opinion. So let's get this absolute terrible screen protector off. As you can see, it's not OCA laminated, so unfortunately there is a air gap and sometimes you can get dust in between. Let's give this a little wipe and hope that it's on the outside, not the inside. It can be an easy fix. You can literally open it up, give it a clean, but as you can see, this is the drama we have. It actually looks worse on camera than what it does in there, but once the screen is on, that will disappear anyway. But on the bottom, we have a USB Type-C, which is always a welcome change. This unit itself is incredibly cheap. It's in the low price range. So I think that this interface is probably going to be something like maybe the Powkiddy A66, which was a credit card type handheld, and everybody loved it. And it did some, decent performance. So if they are using that back end, then it will be really nice in my opinion. So the screen itself, it's a shame, but for the price point, it's what I expected. So as you can see, we have a volume wheel, which is a welcome addition to sound, especially if you want to play it at night, if you're next to your partner. So, there's no annoying sounds. The D-pad, it's quite chunky. It looks really chunky. There is a little bit of concaveness to it, so it will fit on the finger nicely. But in all fairness, it feels really nice. Won't know till we actually test with the gameplay, but there's a good bit of bounce back. As you can see, it's pretty instantaneous. It is rubber membrane. It doesn't click, but you can definitely see that it has a very nice amount of travel, and it feels good on the finger because of the chunkiness. And also your finger itself, when pressed down, doesn't rest on the side of the unit. We have our usual start select. We have a power on switch, 3.5mm headphone jack. As we go around to the side, as I say, it's just so reminiscent of a Game Boy, and I really appreciate that. I think it looks really nice. The buttons themselves, again, quite tall. They're very tall, but they feel really good. And as I'm pressing down hard, there's no way, you just feel it. You can feel the response, and it feels good to the touch. So on the top of the unit itself, we have our usual, or R1, R2, L2, L1. And I'm not really sure. I think one of these are going to be brightness, and I think one of these will be for a menu, hotkey menu. Inside, you will get a SD card from our naughty friends from China. And if we have a little look, it is a 16GB. So pop it back in. I'm not expecting much on the handheld itself, but it'll be enough for this first impressions video. So let's turn the unit on. But overall, the build quality is actually quite nice I don't know if you can see that, but I'm twisting it and it is not moving. It is solid. For the cheap handhelds, I think this is one of the best that they've done so far, in my opinion. It does feel really premium. The buttons have a nice touch to them as well. And also, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's clicky. Okay, let's power the unit on. We have a blue light. Let's have a little look around the side just to see, and the back, just to see how much light bleed we're going to get out of this unit. But I'm sure you can see that they've actually concealed it very well. Oh, there we go. So we do have a home button, and as I said before, the brightness is indicated, which is also a nice touch. And there we go. It is confirmed. We have the A66 firmware. So we know what this is like and we know what it plays up to. If you haven't watched my video on the A66, I will leave it at the end of the video if you wish to see that handheld. It's a credit card one and it looks really nice. Okay, so here we have some familiar settings. Let's go to retro gaming. Let's test out some Neo Geo. Let's go with some baseball. The sound is quite clear. It is quite a large speaker, as you can see. So that's good. It's not very, the lows are not good, but it definitely does the job. So the screen itself is an IPS panel, and as you can see, it has really good viewing angles. I'm not too sure if you can see that. It doesn't matter which way it tilts. I tell you what, this is one of the best, even though it's not OCA laminated, but this is one of the best screens that I've seen in a really cheap handheld. I am very impressed with this, guys. Yeah. Saturation is lovely, the colour balance itself is perfect. Nice job, nice job. Okay. Buttons feel really nice. It's very comfortable in the hand. As you know, if you are a fan of GBA handhelds, this is a really nice unit. Well done, Powkiddy. Well done. So there doesn't seem to be any screen tearing either, so that's a really good sign. But we'll test it out as we go through the emulator. Okay, so if we hit the home button, we have our usual menu. If we go to continue, there is an updated firmware for this, so I will do another video on that, guys. you can see, I'm getting the moves out really easily. It's a shame that I'm just no good at this game. One thing I am noticing is you have to have a firm press in order, like you can't tap it, but you have to really give it a good chunk. But that's not bad, because most of the time when you're playing you are quite aggressive with buttons anyway. So I just thought I'd point that out, what I've noticed so far. Okay, so this is for the brightness. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes fairly bright and it goes really dim, which isn't too bad. Let's see if we can change the... Let's see what it looks like. It looks like it's only stretch. Exit game. But on the other firmware, guys, we do have options for the individual emulators, so don't worry about that. This is just stock. Okay guys, I'm going to leave that video here for now. What I will do is I will update the firmware and you will see a significant increase in performance, and it even plays some really good PS1 games as well. But overall, I think for the price point, I think this is a really nice job that they've done. Yes, it's a shame that we haven't got OCA laminated screen, but for the price, I didn't expect it. But to actually have a really decent, solid IPS panel in there, I think it's a really nice job. The build quality, it may not be the best, but it is robust and everything works really, really well. It's comfortable in the hand. It really does look like a GBA handheld, which I was really hoping that it would and feel just as good as it does. I'm really impressed with the price point. I think it will make a great collector happy if he wants to include it in his collections, or if you just want it as a gift, or if you just want to mess around and tinker with it and get some really decent performance with the new firmware that you can get for it. I really am happy with it. I'd love to know what you think of the Powkiddy A30, guys. I'm really impressed, and as always, I would appreciate a like, a share, and also let me know if there's anything else you wish to see on this. And as always, take care.